Good morning, everybody. I'd like to welcome you to the grand finale of all of the work that's been done to get to this day, and we're very excited to launch the mattress recycling program in the state of Connecticut. I am former State Representative Pat Widlitz, was very involved with all of the stakeholders who are represented here today, who worked very hard to bring this forward. A special credit to the City of Hartford for bringing this idea forward, pulling all of the stakeholders together and getting this done. It's just a great partnership. This morning we will have a few speakers showing us what the process was for getting to this point. Afterwards we'll invite you to check out the recycling exhibit to learn more about the recycling process and all the amazing things that can happen when taking a mattress apart and using those components for another process. Now I'd like to turn the program over to Mike O'Donnell, the Managing Director of the Mattress Recycling Council, who will introduce those speakers. And again, welcome everybody.
Thanks, Pat, and thank everybody for coming out today. We really appreciate it. Our first speaker will be Mike Sullivan. Mike is the Deputy Commissioner for the Environmental Quality at the Connecticut Department of Energy and Environmental Protection, otherwise known as DEEP. He joined DEEP as Deputy Commissioner in April of this year. As Deputy, Mike leads 3 bureaus on DEEP's regulatory side: water protection and land reuse, materials management and compliance assurance, and air management. Mike's priorities are to continue streamlining environmental permitting, strengthen the enforcement and compliance insurance activities, transform the regulatory branch of the agency, and build on the success of DEEP's Lean program. The Mattress Recycling Council has greatly enjoyed working with DEEP throughout the development of the Bye Bye Mattress program and will continue to report our progress annually to the agency. Please welcome Mike Sullivan.
Hi, my name is Mike Sullivan. As Michael said, I'm the Deputy Commissioner for the Department of Energy and Environmental Protection in the environmental quality side. I have many thank yous that I'd just like to get out of the way first, frankly. Mike O'Donnell, Managing Director of the Mattress Recycling Council, for his introduction and his work. Ryan Trainer and Chris Hudgens for their pioneering efforts to bring this first in the nation stewardship program to Connecticut. After Connecticut passed its law, Rhode Island and California followed our lead to do the same. Perhaps most important, I'd like to thank the Mayor, Mayor Pedro Segarra and Marilyn Cruz-Aponte, for all of their work and leadership in making this mattress stewardship program happen. Anytime you're working with the legislature to get something this innovative through takes like really hard push, and I know that you were there all the way through that entire process, so thank you. I'd like to thank State Representative Linda Gentile for her work in the legislature to help guide the bill to passage. And finally, I'd like to thank former State Representative Pat Widlitz and former Senator Ed Meyer for their work on all of the EPR bills. And I know this isn't in my script, but I would just like to note that Pat Widlitz got an EPA Lifetime Achievement Award just last week. And one of the things that EPA focused on was her work on things like the mattress stewardship program. The benefits for this kind of program should be clear to all. It's the first, once again, it's the first in the nation mattress stewardship program. It's an example of how serious the state is in terms of addressing the challenge of solid waste, and similarly the city here. Mattresses are just another example of extended producer responsibilities, which is also known as EPR, in a host of areas, including e-waste, paint, and thermostat programs. It's a cornerstone of our sustainable materials management strategy, and the whole goal there is to increase recycling, create jobs, and save cities and towns tax dollars. This mattress stewardship program will sustain private sector jobs here in Connecticut with 2 mattress recycling facilities in Bridgeport and East Hartford. The mattresses will be recycled responsibly and to the highest standards established by the industry and the state. By eliminating disposal fees and making recycling more convenient, we expect to see a decrease in the incidence of illegal dumping of mattresses. In Connecticut, we generate more than 3.8 million tons of solid waste each year. Mattresses will no longer contribute to that number. We project that this program will save municipal taxpayers more than $1 million in disposal fees annually. Again, this initiative started in 2011. It was spurred by the closing of the Hartford landfill, which triggered a fee for managing mattresses, and the range of stakeholders that are here today met to discuss the prospects for implementing this kind of program. So once again, it's great to be here with you today to announce the start of this program in Connecticut. And on behalf of the department, we're all looking forward to seeing the growth and the success of this program over the coming months and years. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Mike. Pedro E. Segarra is the 66th mayor of the city of Hartford. Elected in 2011 with a clear mandate of bringing stability to Hartford, Mayor Segarra created a sense of urgency to revitalize Connecticut's capital city. And having called Hartford his home since the age of 16, he is also dedicated to creating a 21st century Renaissance city. We are very appreciative of the partnership we have cultivated with the city of Hartford, and please welcome Mayor Segarra.
Well, thank you so much, and it's a pleasure to be here. It's a great day, great start, some great things, especially for the responsibility that we bear towards the future generations. I want to thank Pat and Linda at the legislature, and Michael, thank you so much, because we didn't fall asleep on this, no pun intended. Everybody worked very hard to make sure that we did what was right in face of a problem in which the issue was, how do we apportion the responsibility in a way that is responsible and in a way that that really met the best interests of our respective communities. I want to thank Marilyn. Marilyn really kept me on my toes on this one. She really put out a lot of effort and a lot of work along with DPW leadership to make sure that we would reach the day when the legislation was approved. You know, we had studied this issue. We had studied the impact of the cost that mattress disposal had upon our city and the other cities. We studied in 2011 how the best system was that could be put in place and work with our partners. This fiscal year, we expect to spend $180,000. I think years ago it was 400 and something thousand, so we have significantly reduced the cost to the city. Now, since I've been mayor, 5 years, we've kept the mill rate flat. It's very high as it is already. And when people say how you do it, it's a combination of moves like this, when you get the savings so that we don't have to lay off staff, so that we don't have to increase the burden upon taxpayers, and still keep our city in a position where we can move ahead with more and more developments. And I tell you that the fact that we've had development in our city, new development, is not, I think it's in response to the fact that we've shown a willingness to not continue to increase the burden to taxpayers. I'm glad that the city of Hartford, along with Marilyn's leadership and DPW, took the leadership on this. Every so often we have the state providing resource to us, so when we get an opportunity to take the leadership on an issue and give back to the rest of the state, that's good. We've done it on early childhood education. We've done it in stewardship programs such as this one. So we recognize the impact, the negative impacts that not recycling inures to our community, especially our future generations. So we found a way to turn that around, have policy and legislation that remediates this in a way that is good for us, and I look forward to partnering. I mean, partnering these days have become the model for getting difficult issues resolved. So when we can work with the administration at the state, with the private sector, with the public sector locally, and with the community to educate them and get them on board, we really get a lot of mileage out of it. I want to apologize for being a little late. Our youth often gets a bad rap in this city. And I went really quickly to Weaver High School to congratulate a student who, while was at work, at his part-time work at Wendy's, saved the life of a gentleman who went into cardiac arrest, and but for his efforts would not have made it. So that's important to do. So I apologize, and didn't help that I went to the South Meadows instead of the North Meadows either, but I get myself around very efficiently, so if you want to blame anybody, blame my driver. And DPW workers, good job, guys. I always appreciate your efforts. Again, thank you all, and I look forward to a continued partnership on these efforts. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Ryan Trainer is the president of the Mattress Recycling Council, the nonprofit organization formed by the mattress industry to develop and implement Connecticut's Bye Bye Mattress recycling program. He's also president of the International Sleep Products Association, which has grappled with mattress recycling efforts for decades, as the industry considered how we can use major mattress components like steel and foam to process into new consumer products. Connecticut's Public Act 1342 will reduce the impacts of discarded mattresses on the solid waste system in Connecticut and reduce the impacts of illegal dumping on our communities. Bye Bye Mattress has a number of goals, including minimizing recycling efforts, educating consumers about mattress recycling, and implementing an efficient and statewide recycling program. Please welcome Ryan Trainer.
Good morning. I'm honored to be standing here alongside Deep and the Mayor of Hartford as we launch today our Bye Bye Mattress program. In creating this program, it was important to us to bring together all of the important stakeholders to create a cost-effective solution to what has become a long-term problem for all of us. In doing this, MRC is following in the lead of a number of other industries where retailers and consumers have taken an active role in recycling their products at the end of their useful life. And here I'm talking about the programs that involve paint, carpet, batteries, and tires. The mattress industry supports this approach to mattress recycling because it has created a self-sustaining funding mechanism, an efficient way to collect the mattresses, and a responsible way to deconstruct these products. It also deters illegal dumping and will benefit the residents of the state, governments, and businesses. Since Public Act 1342 was passed in 2013, MRC has worked to leverage the existing solid waste infrastructure to build a network of collection points. In addition to working with the City of Hartford, we have approximately 50 other cities and towns where residents may dispose of their mattresses and box springs at no cost. These locations span the state and serve both the rural and urban areas. Municipal partnerships are a key component to the success of Bye Bye Mattress, and we will continue to develop this outreach. We also want retailers of all sizes, as well as universities, hospitals, and other large mattress users to participate in Bye Bye Mattresses. Bye Bye Mattress. For example, we've already partnered with the New London submarine base, and we want to help these entities and businesses to recycle, and we're prepared to work with them to accomplish that. Bye Bye Mattress also is helping to overcome the logistical challenges that cities, towns, and other entities face in transporting these used products to a recycling facility. We are honored to work with CWPM, Willie Waste, and Winters Brothers to provide this solution. And last but certainly not least, I want to thank our partners, the recycling facilities themselves. Today we have with us representatives from Recyc Mattresses of East Hartford and Bridgeport's Park City Green. Thank you for your support for this new program. In the coming months, you'll be hearing more about Bye Bye Mattress as we launch PSAs across radio, print, and outdoor media, and begin online advertising. We are committed to educating the public about this new program and the benefits of mattress recycling. Thank you very much for joining us on this important day.